Hi, I'm Tony Crabtree with ABC Advertising. I'd like to spend a moment with you talking about advertising. Obviously, there are hundreds of ways for you to advertise, and the challenge for business owners today is simply the dilution of advertising. What I mean by that is, think about it. How many of us go into our phone or our computer to look somebody up versus a phone book? Huge shift in the last few years. You look at 30 plus radio stations available on any stereo. And yet we have iPods, MP3s, Sirius Radio, Pandora. Again, options to be able to listen to what you want and totally bypass advertising. TV's the same way. As if 150 channels isn't bad enough to flip-flop on during the commercials, we got TiVo, DVR, Netflix. Again, options to be able to watch what you want and totally bypass advertising. So the challenge for business owners, how do I get my message out? So you may ask, what is this we're talking about? We're talking about tabletop advertising, where we're actually able to catch people at their most relaxed time of the day. What are the benefits to you? Word of mouth is your best type of advertising. How do you create more word of mouth in traditional advertising? The challenge for business owners is simply that we don't read the paper, listen to radio, watch TV, even surf online while we're visiting with family, friends, and business associates. The deal about tabletop advertising is we go out to eat. It's still a social event, going out to eat with family, friends, and business associates. And not that they were thinking about you, but when you have your ad placed on these tables, what's the chance of your customers, your clients talking about you because they see you on the tables?
We've actually had an agent in our office that somebody came in and said, I know you from somewhere. And after they got to thinking about it, they said, you're on the table out at LS Malone.
We got these tables and I really like them. They're nice and nice pictures, and we got my customers coming and look at it and say, you know, we really like these tables and we like to come and see you guys.
Business owners today are also challenged with trying to create a permanent image, a dominant image, something that carries some weight. What we're able to do is, with tabletop advertising, is being able to put you in front of those potential customers, not only 15 to 45 minutes, but for 3 years. And as you can see by the quality of these tables, everything is done 300 DPI, gives a great image for your business.
And the quality over time seems to hold up very well. They're in there between 3 and 3.5 years, and they look as good on the third year as they do the first year.
So that brings us to repetition. You know, with tabletop advertising, not only do we get the initial repetition, how many times will a client, a potential customer of yours, see you? Obviously multiple times while we're sitting there. As one of my clients said, pretty hard to eat and drink and not look down. So not only are we getting the short-term repetition, but we also have the long-term repetition in. Because if I like going to this restaurant, I go there once a week, twice a week, once a month. Doesn't matter, you're there for 3 years.
I feel it is a very good advertising opportunity, as there are many people through the establishment there, all walks of life walk through that place. I feel that they produce for us very well.
The theme of my restaurant is railroad, and they can incorporate railroad images on the tables, and it has a good people, and people do pay attention to it.
There are several business owners that are investing in websites and Facebook and social media. And something that we're able to do because of the time that we have available, through a QR code, we're actually able to drive where you're already invested. It's not you doing something in addition, it's doing something, helping to drive something that you already have in place. Now the best benefit, low cost. You're familiar with the cost of advertising. And our best benefit is being able to bring all of this to you at a very low cost. When you compare apples to apples, we're less than 10 cents on the dollar compared to traditional media. Remember, you're here for 3 years. So when we break it down by the table, by the year, by the month, by the week, by the person, it's pennies per person.
It may seem expensive, but you pay for it when you pay for it up front. Some of these places, it's out there for 3, 4, maybe even 5 years. So I don't know how you could go wrong.
So in closing, what you get for a small investment with a great return is exposure and absorption, word of mouth advertising, a great permanent image with repeatability at a very low cost. Talk to our representative about what's available. Our urgency is availability. Obviously, there's only so many spots available. So be sure to get back with the person that left you this information and find out what fits best for you.